right. Decided to go live a few minutes early. There's a timeout right now with 4:31 to go. Figured maybe I'd do a little play-by-play. I don't really do too many of these, but I figured for the last 4 minutes I'd do like a little play-by-play. Maybe throughout the season I'll do like a fourth quarter play-by-play because I don't know how some content creators do it. I respect them for doing it, but like my guy Philly Take with RB, he does like most, if not all, Sixers games play-by-play. That is exhausting. I can't see myself doing that. But maybe fourth quarter play-by-plays. Appreciate everybody that's in here already. Lots to talk about. That's all I got to say, you guys. We got lots to talk about. If you guys are wondering about my Good Guys hat, it's from the Chucky Child's Play franchise, which season 2 of the series just began today. I haven't watched it, so please don't spoil it in the comments, but really excited to watch first episode of season 2. But yeah, just figured I'd go live. Screw it, man. Let's do the last 4 minutes and 31 seconds live and get this show started. We already got 11 people in here. Do me a favor, you guys. Hulk smash that like button. Just destroy the like button. As always, let me know if the audio is sounding good. I know my webcam quality looks like crap. I don't know why. Every time I use StreamYard and I use this camera, the camera quality just sucks. But also let me know what you guys are drinking. I said, hey, you know what? This is a good day, and figured I'd drink a little bit. And here we go, you guys. 4:31 to go. So I'm going to kind of turn my chair because my TV's right here. I lost my train of thought. So I'm going to crack open this beer, and we're going to watch the rest of this 4 minute 31 second game. Suns versus Lakers. Here we go. All right. Inbounds the ball. I don't even know who half these guys are. 4-3, the Lakers miss. Rebound. Who is that? Number 55, Dwayne Washington Jr., I think. Oh, wait, no, that's Frank Jackson. I don't even know who's on the court right now. Oh, there's Dwayne Washington Jr. Takes it up. Dario, open 3. Oh, if he would have hit that, I would have chugged this beer. All right, here we go. Lakers running the fast break. Nice pass to an open number 10. I don't know who that is. He misses. Oh, but the tough rebound. Who was that? Who got the rebound? I don't even know these guys. I want to drink sip my beer now. Let me know what you guys are drinking in the comments. Oh, that drink tasted so good after a long, nice day today. That drink tasted so good. Cheers to you guys. If you guys are watching this later, feel free to skip forward. I'll leave like a time card somewhere. And but yeah, we're definitely going to be breaking down this game because there's lots to talk about, you guys. All right, 108, 105, 3:57 left. Dwayne Washington Jr. is going to take the ball up court. And here we go, you guys. Can the Phoenix Suns hold on for the win? He passes to Dario. Dario takes the ball, dribbles, finds Frank Jackson, who pulls up the mid-range shot. Can't get it. There's no one there to rebound. Lakers taking the ball up. Fast break. Good D by Dario, who gets it out of there. Good defense by Dario Saric. Here comes TLC taking the ball up court. TLC finds Dwayne Washington Jr. Washington Jr. fakes, drives in, and gets fouled. Let's go. Let me know what you guys have seen out of Dwayne Washington Jr. I know he hasn't played much in this game, but let me know what you guys have seen. For a minute, I thought he looked like Ricky Rubio. For a minute, I saw him on the court. I was like, who is that? Let me know what you guys have seen out of Dario Saric tonight, too. Good old Dario's back, man. Save us, Super Dario. There's Campaign and Chris Paul. Campaign hopefully is okay. We're going to talk about those injuries later. Hopefully they are mild injuries and they can come back before the start of the season. Lakers got the ball. I literally have no clue who these guys are who are on the court right now for the Lakers. So I'm sorry I can't give you like the best analysis of all these guys. Because these guys are on like training camp deals. Ooh, TLC with the block. And Frank Jackson's running the fast break. He drives him. Ooh! He almost threw it down, but got denied by the rim. Holy shit. What is going on? Did you guys see that? I'm sorry. I'm having way too much fun. I need to have a sip of my beer. We still live? What's going on here? I'm scared. Somebody help me. But yeah, I just figured I'd go live for a few, like early. Blah, blah, blah. I can't even talk already. I figured I'd go live early, and yeah, why not? You know, because there's lots to talk about tonight. Thank you, Tony, for letting me know you guys are here. Thank you to everybody that's watching me. I'm just sitting here drinking a beer, having a good time. Dario's got the ball. Dario passes to TLC. TLC drives it up, gets it out of his hands, somehow gets the ball back, goes back up and gets fouled. This is pretty much like a practice right now, you guys. 2:35 to go. Suns up 110-107. Excuse me. The good thing is with me going live early is I can get my burps out of the way quickly while I'm drinking this beer. Appreciate everybody that's in here so far. Jesse Phoenix 602 says Super Dario is back balling. Yeah, he looks good, man. TLC makes the free throw. Now it's 112-107, 2:35 to go. Here we go, you guys. Number 14 for the Lakers. Oh, is that Scottie Pippen Jr.? Is that Scottie Pippen's kid? Passes the number 37. 37 passes the 41. 37 shoots a wild three and he drains it. The Lakers are down 2. 2:15 to go. Dwayne Washington gets the pick by Dario, drives it up and gets the floor. He can't get it. Dario can't get the rebound either. Oh my goodness. Scottie Pippen controls his dribble, passes the 37 again, launches the 3, but again, there's nobody to rebound. And Frank Jackson steals the ball. Frank Jackson with a clutch steal. Dwayne Washington gets the pick by Dario. Dwayne Washington misses. Oh no, 139 left. What is going on? Crazy pass by Pippen Jr., I think. I don't even know who these guys are. I'm sorry, guys. Dwayne Washington Jr., here we go. Minute 22, 112-110. Suns up by 2. Come on, Ish, set a pick, man. Dario keeps setting the screens. Dwayne Washington Jr. finds Dario, and he scores. Dario Saric. 4-point game. Let's go. Number 2, I don't know who that is. Just made a huge. Oh, that's Dwayne Bacon. Hits a clutch shot for the Lakers. Dwayne Bacon. Suns up by 2. 114-112. Dwayne Washington Jr. running the offense out there. 48 seconds. Here we go. Dario with another screen, and Dwayne Washington loses the ball, but it's the Suns ball. Zach, the Cardinals fan, says, love the enthusiasm. Thanks, man. I'm just having fun, bro. This is kind of why I want to do play-by-plays, but I would only want to do like maybe a half. I can't do like a full 48 minutes. It's too much, man. Only true Phoenix Suns fans get hyped for preseason. This comment right here, I love it. Thank you, man. You guys are awesome. Yep, that's Scottie Pippen's kid, and I wish he was on the Suns. Oh, looks like we got something spilled on the court or something. And here we go. This is good experience for our bench guys, including Dario. Dario with the spin move, goes up, takes the contact, gets fouled. Dario Saric is going to the line. 114-112 with 41 seconds left. Here we go. Let's do this, you guys. Do me a favor while you're watching. Hulk smash that like button. Share the stream. Tell people about the Suns Geek channel. We're going to be doing lots of pregame live streams, lots of postgame live streams, and maybe a play-by-play every once in a while. Cheers to you guys. Drinking a Budweiser. Good old Budweiser. We got a timeout as Dario hits the free throw. Or sorry, he missed the free throw. And I also got a water right here. But yeah, it's going to be a good night, guys. So while we're at commercial break, geez, there's just a lot to talk about. That's all I got to say, you guys, is I don't know if I have like a level of panic right now, but there clearly is work that needs to be done. And if you guys don't know what's going on, Cameron Johnson, right thumb sprain, the Suns announced, didn't return. Cameron Payne, right finger sprain, but he did look like he was in good spirits on the bench. I didn't see Cam Johnson, though. Maybe I'm wrong, but I didn't see Cam Johnson. Starbucks with the best comment. Suns Geek trying to do a play-by-play with a bunch of no names made it a lot funnier. Exactly. I should just clip that whole segment and just upload it just for fun. Maybe do like a 2K like over it. Because I had no clue who those guys were, man. Except for Scottie Pippen Jr. And the only reason I knew that is because he had a space in between his jersey in the name. All right. Usually preseason doesn't matter, but it does matter when you're playing the Lakers. Exactly. I kind of tweeted something like that out. I was like, I know that preseason doesn't matter, but it really seems like this game matters for both teams. All right, Dario at the free throw line. Here we go. Dario looks like he's wearing the Giannis threes, by the way. So I've been keeping a track of everybody's shoes. Ish Wainwright's got a pair of the Kobe ADs on. Dario hits the free throw. 115, 112. Here we go. Scottie Pippen Jr. takes it to the rim. Can't get it. Gets his own board. Goes back up and he gets fouled. Scottie Pippen Jr. being aggressive. Wow. The Suns are huddling up. Nice little communication right there. That's what I like to see. Nice aggressiveness by Scottie Pippen Jr. I can already tell you guys one thing. I think, and I know our starters aren't on the court and everything, but I think rebounding is going to be a thing for the Suns this year. That might be a big focus for us, at least with our bench anyways. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I need to look at the numbers a little more closely. I don't know. All right. If Scottie Pippen hits this free throw, it'll be 115, 114. He does hit the free throw. 31 seconds to go. Dwayne Washington Jr. still running the offense. Big opportunity for him. This is probably what he does a lot in practice. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to kind of turn my body so I can get like a full. All right, here we go. 15 seconds. Dario with another screen. Dwayne Washington Jr. puts the shot up. He can't get it. And Scottie Pippen Jr. goes down. Looks like he got accidentally hit in the face, but he's okay. Dwayne Washington Jr. tried to put the game away, and he missed. That was intense, not going to lie. Nice shot, though. He had enough room. It just didn't go in. And they're going to give the ball to the Suns. Here we go. Washington Jr. finds Dario. They find Washington Jr. and they foul him. Excuse me. Trying to get all my burps out early so I'm not burping throughout the entire live stream. How you guys doing tonight? What's going on? Let me know what's going on in your lives. You guys doing all right? Did you guys have a good day? I had a great day today. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Today was really good. Also, let me know if you guys are watching the Chucky TV series season 2. We're going to talk about that at the very, very, very end of the live stream. We'll talk a little bit about that. I haven't seen the first episode of the second season yet, but we're going to talk about it. That's why I'm rocking my good guys hat. 116, 114, 8.6 seconds to go. Dario can make a three right here, make it 3-point game, and he does. And they're going to call a timeout. Tony says rebounding is going to be huge, and I hope that DA has his biggest season this year. I agree too, because spoiler alert, I was not impressed with Deandre Ayton tonight. Just saying. And I was scared to tweet about it because I usually get attacked on my Twitter when I tweet bad things about Deandre Ayton. Manuel says worried with all these injuries. Me too, man. Let me know what you guys think here. Do you guys think maybe the Suns should hit the panic button and rest some of our starters? Like play them a little bit, but like lower their minutes for the next 2 preseason games, or maybe just play it by day. Because I mean, we do got like 4-ish days until we play next. So let me know what you guys would do if you were head coach Monty Williams. Would you just kind of wait to see what the injuries are, take it day by day, or would you kind of give a little bit of a break to the starters, save them for the regular season? I want to know. Let me know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. All right, here we go, guys. 117, 114. 8.6 seconds to go. I got to take a big sip of my beer. Here we go. No Suns mug today. I just figured I'd drink it right out of the can. Frank Jackson's guarding Dwayne Bacon. All right, now Washington Jr.'s on Bacon. Here we go. And they foul. They choose to foul. The Suns fouled the Lakers. Okay. 5.5 seconds left. It looks like that was planned because Ish Wainwright's talking to Dwayne Washington Jr. That was smart. Like I said, this is kind of good for players like Dwayne Washington Jr. Gets a chance to run the offense a little bit, get put in these late game situations. It's good for players like Ish Wainwright because he's obviously going to see a decent amount of minutes this year. It's good for Dario to be in these minutes right here. And that was something that I kind of said. I said, like, I wish Dario would have played in that first preseason game. TLC gets the ball. They don't foul him. Oh, now they foul him. I was like, what are they doing? That's like when you're playing 2K and your controller like won't process the button that you just pressed. Did you guys see that kind of frozen Russell Westbrook moment when he like something happened with the ball and Chris Paul just like took it and he like Russell Westbrook was like arguing with the ref? I don't know. Maybe I was the only one that saw that. David says 8.6 seconds. That's an eternity in the NBA. Exactly. Ethan says, I say bench Chris Paul and Booker and leave Ayton in. Yeah. I mean, again, I just know that these guys love to play, but I mean, you might want to save them for the regular season, seeing what happened with Cam and both Cams. I mean, that was kind of a freak accident, freak injury. TLC hits the free throw, and that's pretty much the ball game, you guys. Yep, that's it. And they almost turn it over, and that's the ball game. The Suns win. The Phoenix Suns beat the Lakers. Dario and that number 41 guy from the Lakers chatting it up. Both teams showing each other some love, sort of. And that's the ball game, you guys. The Phoenix Suns win their first preseason game against the Los Angeles Lakers in sort of what I'm going to call what kind of was a must win, in my opinion. And we're going to talk about that later. I kind of felt like this was a must win, especially since Anthony Davis didn't play, which I have thoughts on that. But that is it, you guys. Suns beat the Lakers. Now we can dive into this live stream. Let's go. By the way, you guys, for anybody who cares, that is now the Lakers' 8th straight preseason loss in a row in like the last 2 seasons. Excuse me. Because coming into this game, they had lost 7 straight preseason games in a row. All right. Beating the Lakers never gets old, says Sawbucks. Suns win. Yep, the Suns won, you guys. This was a nice win. Little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, and I'm sorry for the negativity here. I honestly didn't think we were gonna win. I think our bench saved our ass that game. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I mean, there's so much to talk about here. We're gonna dive into the numbers. We're going to see what the players are saying after the game. I kind of want to have these live streams more like organized, if you will. But at the same time, I just love reacting, and I love just giving my thoughts and breaking down the numbers and all that fun stuff. So that's what we're going to do here. And I really do want to talk about Jock Landale because he had another great game. I tried to tell you guys before that he had a great game. Some of you guys didn't listen. And I'm excited for Jock Landale. That's all I got to say. Anyways, so I'm going to refresh my page here. We're going to look at some numbers, and then we'll get started. So cheers to you guys. Welcome to my Phoenix Suns, Los Angeles Lakers post-game live show. Suns get the victory in preseason. A much-needed win, in my personal opinion, after the embarrassment of that Adelaide 36ers game. So with that being said, I'm going to take a sip of my beer. All right, let's start talking about this, you guys. So obviously, I kind of mentioned this earlier during the whole play-by-play. Cam Johnson, right now, right thumb sprain. No update yet. I'm sure Monty Williams might be told something. Sometimes they don't know until like the next day. Same thing with Cameron Payne, right finger sprain. I didn't see what happened to Cam Johnson. What I did see, though, was at one point he had his like hand like this by his chest. And then I think he even ended up catching the ball and kind of doing a play, but he just didn't look right. I didn't even see what happened to Cameron Payne. I have no clue what happened with that. I just know this was Damian Lee checked in early, and I kind of thought that that was weird. You know what I mean? I was just like, why is Damian Lee like in so early? So they are out for now. We're going to have to see. I'll be checking with the media and everything, the local Suns media and all that. So we'll check that out later. But let's talk about this game, you guys. I feel like this game was a tale of two halves. There was a lot of foul calls early in this game, especially on Mikal Bridges, who I'll talk about later, because he ended up fouling out. There was one play in particular that I really liked, and I think I ended up posting it on my Twitter, which, by the way, follow me on Twitter, links down below. It was that play where Mikal Bridges got the block. It led to the transition, and Devin Booker hit a beautiful shot over LeBron James, a well-contested shot. That was beautiful. I love that. The Suns were actually taking and making threes for the most part. I don't know I have the numbers here. Let me see real quick what they shot from three in this game. The Suns shot 31% along with the Lakers from three. But it just felt like they were actually making threes compared to the Adelaide 36ers game. You know what I mean? Even though both teams shot 31% from three, it just felt a little different this time around. That was an impressive three, in my opinion. I want to talk to you guys about one play. And I can't really show it to you because I don't want to get like copyrighted, but it's on my Twitter. There was one play where Lakers had the ball. They took it up. The Suns looked like they were in a zone because they had their arms out and they were all kind of in that zone, defense. And LeBron kind of like just was like a decoy and kind of snuck by someone. And he was just standing in the middle of the lane. And then the Suns kind of got distracted and Kendrick Nunn had an open three. And I think it was Damian Lee who decided to leave Kendrick Nunn wide open. And I tweeted that video out saying, like, what happened right here? I don't know. That play was weird. Did you guys see that? Am I overreacting? Am I thinking too much into that play? That was a defensive breakdown. My point being is that I think the Suns defense needs a lot of work. And it's not just because we won by a few points against the Lakers. It's not just because of the Adelaide 36ers game. Something just doesn't seem right with our defense yet. And I know it's just preseason. It's not a big deal, Suns Geek. Preseason doesn't mean anything. Well, it means something to me. I think that the Suns need a lot of work, and I think their defense needs a lot of work. That's how I feel about it. Let's continue on here. Suns end the first quarter. They were down 35-28. We'll talk about the Lakers in a little bit because I kind of want to give some thoughts on LeBron and Westbrook, and I really want to talk about Austin Reeves. We'll talk about the Lakers later. Let's continue on the defense here. One thing I noticed, and maybe, look, we don't know if the Lakers are going to be a great fast break team or not, because they did run the fast break a lot in this game, especially LeBron, which, by the way, LeBron's 38 years old? That dude runs the fast break better than any of us in the chat could do. He is a machine. And love or hate Russell Westbrook, man. Russell Westbrook, I thought he had a great game, especially when he ran the fast break. It was hard to stop. So my point being, I think the Suns need to work on getting back on defense in the fast break. And I know that's hard to stop, but I kind of noticed that tonight. I'm not saying I could do it any better or coach it any better. I'm just saying I thought that transition, the defense in the fast break was not that good. I just really feel like the defense needs more work, especially on the perimeter, stopping shots. There was a lot of made threes, even though the Lakers shot 31%, the same percentage as the Suns tonight from three. How do I say this? It was just a lot of not running guys off the 3-point line. You know what I mean? A lot of answering threes, like the Suns would make a three and the Lakers would make one right back. Like I remember Jock Landale had a nice three and then LeBron went right back and just drained a three. And I understand that that's LeBron James, but it was other players too on the Lakers. It just seemed like they kept answering threes tonight. And I feel like that goes back to our defense. A little bit of a halftime stat for you real quick. At halftime, the Lakers were shooting 49%. The Suns were shooting 38%. The Suns only had 11 assists at halftime compared to 7 turnovers. The Lakers, however, had 17 assists compared to 6 turnovers. Excuse me. That was an interesting halftime stat that I kind of cooked up. And I was like, okay, kind of see what's going on here. Suns defense struggling. The assists and turnovers is not good. The Lakers were better in that category. They were shooting better. They were winning the game. As I mentioned, Mikal Bridges fouls out. He had 5 fouls in the first half. Now, one of those I thought was kind of BS. 2 of those, actually. I think his first foul of the game came on a Russell Westbrook right corner three. Either way, a corner three. And I swear, I don't think Mikal Bridges touched him. From what I've gathered, Russell Westbrook has been working on his shot in the offseason. I guess he did the same thing last year. But his jump shot does look a little bit different. And when he shot that three in which Mikal Bridges fouled him, it did look a little different. So Mikal Bridges gets that foul. I think he had a couple other fouls. I don't know. There was a lot of Lakers calls tonight where it seemed like the Lakers were getting every single call. And I didn't think that was very fair to the Suns. Although at one point, I think the Suns were shooting a better free throw percentage. Again, we're going to dive into the numbers here. Another note. At one point in the fourth quarter, I think, might have been the third quarter. Yeah, fourth quarter, because our bench let us back. The Suns were on an 18-8 run, and it was all due to our bench. Landry Shamet, Jock Landale, etc. Tory Craig. That was great. But again, they kept exchanging threes in this game. I feel like that's what it was all night, was just a 3-point battle. The Suns had their first lead at one point. It was 97-95. I think that was their first lead since 7-6. And Landry Shamet, I feel like, led the charge that eventually led to this lead. So we're already past 30 minutes. Do me a huge favor, you guys. Just destroy that like button. We got 75 people in here. You guys are all amazing. I'm rocking my good guys hat because I'm a big Chucky fanboy. And I had a great day today. And I want to celebrate with you guys, celebrate those Phoenix Suns preseason victory. Cheers to you guys. Let me know what you're drinking. And we're going to get to some comments. We'll dive into some numbers. And then we'll talk about some other stuff. So cheers. All right. Excuse me. Let's get to some comments. And if I missed your comment, I apologize. I will try to get it. If you want to repost it, if I missed it, let me know. If you have a question, if you have something you want me to discuss and give my thoughts on, let me know. Also, one more shameless plug. We had a live show this morning, a Suns Lakers pregame show. I honestly think out of all the live shows I've done, it was one of the best I've ever done. So I highly encourage you guys to go check that out. It was a really good show. All right, here we go. Zach the Cardinals fan says good vibes. Shout out to my guy Aaron who's here. Manuel says thank you, Jock Landale. Let's talk about Jock Landale, okay? And I'll get to some more comments and everything, and we'll look at the box score and we'll look at the numbers. Jock Landale tonight, 23 minutes, 5 for 8 from the field, 14 points, 7 boards, 2 assists, and he had 2 threes. I mentioned this last game. I think he had like 16 and something last game. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. My memory sucks. It was just his activity tonight. You know, boxing with the bigs down low, being physical, taking shots, making the most of his minutes, playing the best defense he could. I'm not saying he was great out there. I'm not saying he should take Bismack Biyombo's spot and be the starting center. You know what I mean? Like, he's not going to be in the starting lineup unless, God forbid, more injuries happen. But I think he was solid. Sam King on Twitter, who's a very nice guy. I've engaged with him a lot on Twitter. Let me find the tweet. I feel like he kind of summed it up perfectly. He said, I don't want Dario or Bismack Biyombo, to get lost in the shuffle, but I think Jock Landale is going to do good things for the Suns this year. Exactly. Like, he was really good tonight, you guys, and I thought that he was really good in the Adelaide 36ers game. And he loves playing for Phoenix, man. I'm totally just butchering the quote here. I'm paraphrasing, but he says something along the lines like he goes home to his wife every day and he talks about the Suns. He loves playing for Phoenix. He is making the most of this opportunity. I feel like in practice, he gives it his all. Every game he's going to give it his all. And sometimes you see him, like, let's say he like doesn't get a rebound and it goes out of bounds. You'll see him like clap like this. Like, he really, I feel like, is passionate about the game. So I'm really excited for Jock Landale. All right. Let's get to some more comments and then we'll we'll get to some numbers. Great comment here from Andrew. Appreciate you being here, man. He said, whoo, glad we won, or fans in the media gonna troll us. I would have trolled the Suns so hard if we would have lost this game. Y'all would have gotten another Phoenix Suns fans after the Lakers lost video. Which, by the way, every time the Suns lose, if you guys want me to do those little like parody skit videos, let me know. I'll do them. I have fun with them. So let me know if you guys want more of those videos. If we would have lost this game, I would have been pissed. I would have been in a whole different mood. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. At one point, I honestly thought we were going to lose. I remember, I want to say maybe it was mid third quarter. And I think this was and I'm not trying to pick on Ayton here, but I think this is when Ayton was still on the court. There was one point where like the defense broke down. Damian Jones caught the ball and he just flushed it down. I was just like, yeah, we lost. I don't know why. I had like that feeling, but Landry Shamet saved the day. Dario Saric, Tory Craig, our bench led the way and we won. All right, let's see here. Eric said, and thank you, Eric, for being here. I appreciate you being here this morning as well. Ayton was setting picks most of the night, drove me crazy. Yeah, we're definitely going to talk about DeAndre Ayton. I'll just be real with you guys. I was not happy with DeAndre Ayton tonight. I thought he had a bad game. Defensively, he was okay, but it was not there for DeAndre Ayton tonight. And this is a game where it should have been. Maybe he was like a little let down that Anthony Davis was not in the game, but that's no excuse. You should have dominated tonight, DeAndre Ayton. Like, I'm serious. This should have been a huge DeAndre Ayton game. He should have been benched at halftime because of how, if things were working the way I wanted them to, he should have had a great game and been out of the game by halftime. That was not the case. I thought he had a bad game. I'm sorry. Sorry to bring the positivity down a few notches, but I was not too happy. All right, let's see. I'm trying to get some more comments here, and then we'll talk about DeAndre Ayton and the rest of the team because there's lots to be talked about. Let me see if I'm missing any good comments or questions here. Just kind of reading them. One-man show here, you guys, so I do apologize. Thank you to everybody that's in here. We got over 80 people here. Zach, the Cardinals fan, says, I hope we don't play that sloppy in the regular season. Exactly. Key word in that was sloppy. What's up, Brandon? You know what ticks me off? Suns beat the Lakers on NBA TV, and still the post game was 100% Lakers coverage. Exactly. This is, and look, I'm not gonna lie, I actually really like NBA TV. I really do. But that's why I really dislike Sports Center and ESPN most of the time, is because they never talk about the Suns unless it's like negative for the most part. They always show Lakers highlights and Warriors and all them, and you guys get my point. So I 100% agree with you. A burner account says the best. Man, that's what I get for sleeping in a trash bin. What are you talking about? Yeah, AJ says, good news, the Suns win. Then he follows that up. Bad news, 2 Cams injured. Yep. Shout out to my guy, Aaron, says, you're the best, Suns Geek. Well, thank you guys. You guys are the best for being here. I appreciate you. All right. Again, if you have a question, if you have a really good comment, I will do my best to get to it. Feel free to keep posting the comment. I'll try my best to get to it. I wish I could respond to every single comment and question, but we'd be here for like 5 hours. Let's get to the numbers. Let me take a sip of my beer. We'll get to the numbers. I want to talk about DeAndre Ayton's game because I'm not happy. So here we go. Let's start with DeAndre Ayton. 25 minutes tonight, 7 points, 8 boards, 2 steals, 2 turnovers, 3 for 12 from the field. Again, there was a couple of defensive plays I thought he was okay. Like, there was one play where I think it was Wayne Gabriel, and I don't know if he just couldn't control the ball or if DeAndre Ayton's intimidator badge kicked in and Dwayne Gabriel, I think that was who it was, got scared because he like missed the shot, like hit the rim and it bricked. Oh God, we got the bots in here. Sorry guys. I need to get some moderators on here, but I still got to figure out how to do that. Moderators where you guys can like keep tabs on the chat and kick people out and all that fun stuff. Anyways, so Ayton was that was a nice play because it led to a turnover, it led to a missed shot. I thought Ayton was good there. A burner account says interesting bots. You guys are funny, man. And again, there was a couple plays where Ayton would like contest shots or just be a big presence, be a big force in the paint. Offensively, though, just was not his night, man. One thing I noticed, and I'm sorry to sound like the body language police here. Body language, just walking up court, jogging up court, just slow. He just did not look like he had it tonight, man. He didn't have any of those flush down dunks. Not that I know of, anyways. I think he had like one nice alley-oop pass from Chris Paul, but he just did not look the same speed and the same energy as he did in that first game. And again, maybe he saw that Anthony Davis was a late scratch and was like, okay, well, I can just take the night off. I don't want that, DeAndre Ayton. You should have dominated this game, and you should have been resting on the bench by halftime. And shout out to my guys over at the Suns Jam Session podcast. They do great work. They're live right now, I think. They posted this video, and screw it, I'll just show you on my phone. So hopefully I don't get copyrighted for it. I retweeted it, where I think Chris Paul like made a pass to Ayton, and here's what they said. So preseason, but this can't be a thing this year. Please just be ready for this pass. So I'm going to lower the volume so I don't get copyrighted. I'm just going to show you from my phone, but here's the play. Let me tap that. There we go. Watch this. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted for this. Misses the pass, just slow energy, slow to get back. I mean, I didn't see it tonight from Deandre Ayton, and I'm not a Deandre Ayton hater. I'm not. I hold my number one center who just got a huge extension. I hold him to high standards. I'm going to clip something from this morning's show and make it into its own thing, like a video, because I talked about DeAndre Ayton's expectations and standards each and every single night. And DeAndre Ayton himself should hold himself to these standards. And tonight was not it. And I get it. It's just preseason, Suns Geek. It's just preseason. Who cares? He'll be better next game. Sure, he probably will, but he wasn't great tonight. Against former Suns center, by the way, Damian Jones and Wayne Gabriel and all those other centers that the Lakers have who I can't name. Guys, we got LeBron James in here. LeBron is here. He's watching Suns Geek after the show. By the way, the Lakers got scared. Darvin Ham, the head coach of the Lakers, got scared because, sorry, I'm just checking my phone. Because Dario, when he checked in for the first time, instantly brought LeBron off the bench. So he got scared because the Dario effect is real. So that's my DeAndre Ayton rant. Again, I'm sorry for the negativity. I just didn't see it tonight, you guys. Am I wrong? Tell me if I'm wrong here. Tell me that it's just preseason and I need to relax. Tell me I need to take a big sip of my beer, which I'm going to do right now. I don't know. I didn't see it tonight, you guys. I love you guys in the comments. You guys are funny, man. Manny says, or sorry, Mannery, I hope I said your name right. How do you feel about the second and third team cohesion? I'll just say this. I'm going to need to go back and look at the highlights. And you guys are going to get a lot more coverage from this game than you will the Adelaide 36ers game, because I really feel like the bench saved our ass in this game. Am I crazy to say that the bench played better than the starters? Is that a hot take? Andrew says Ayton struggled offensively, but I'm sure he'll get it together next game. I hope so, because it's against Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets, by the way. Let's see. Ayton was definitely out of it tonight, but it seemed like the starters were super high energy. Yeah, I'll agree with that. Or weren't high energy is what you meant to say. Sorry. I feel like some of the starters had good energy, which might have led to all the foul calls, by the way. Dario makes men shiver in his wake. All right, let's keep going here. One more Ayton thing, and then we'll continue. A burner account. Surprise Suns Geek didn't shotgun the beer. No, I can't do that, man. That's for like a celebration night when we're just having fun. Abraham says he did seem off, like he had no motivation or purpose to play. Hopefully it was just a bad day for him and it won't happen again. Two key words here: motivation and purpose. That's what frustrates me, man. Like I kind of agree with this because he just seems so lax. I can't even talk. He just didn't seem like he had it. He was slow. He just was. Let me know if I'm wrong. It frustrated me. Let's move on from DeAndre Ayton. I don't want to talk about him anymore. As I mentioned, Mikal Bridges, 4 points, 4 boards, fouled out, 1 for 8 shooting. One of his shots was nice, though, but Mikal Bridges really struggled. That's why LeBron James ate. And yes, we are going to talk about the Lakers later. Let me talk about Chris Paul here. And I want to ask you guys another question because I don't see everything. I mean, I'm trying to watch the game and process everything. Maybe you guys see things a little closer than I do. How has Chris Paul to you guys looked on defense? Let me know. Because one thing that I think that got overshadowed in the Adelaide 36ers game was Chris Paul. I think he had 13 assists, if I'm remembering correctly. I didn't even talk about Chris Paul in that game because of everything else that happened. I thought he was good in that game. I thought Chris Paul was good in this game, but I don't know how he looked defensively. Offensively, I'm not worried. And Chris Paul is getting all of these assists because he's an amazing point guard and he knows what he's doing and he's leading the team. I thought Chris Paul offensively was great, but I do want to know what you guys thought of him on defense. I can't really remember any particular play in which maybe Chris Paul got beat or, you guys know what I mean. But I just want to know what you guys thought. And again, I got to go back and look at the tape. You guys are going to be getting probably a lot more videos about this game because the Suns don't play till Sunday. So we got some time to really break down this game. But I'm curious. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's continue here. Devin Booker is another player I barely talked about in the Adelaide 36ers game. And even tonight, I don't think I've mentioned Booker once. 22 points in 25 minutes. Didn't have the best shooting night. 7 for 20 from the field. He did hit 3 threes, though. And I did mention that nice shot that he had over LeBron. Yeah, it's probably Monday, you guys. I'm sorry. That's the next game. I thought Booker was okay. We didn't obviously see enough of him, but 7 for 20, not the best shooting night, but he still finished with 22 points. Think about that kind of a performance on like a regular night during a regular season game. If Booker can do that, maybe get the assists a little higher, I think that's pretty good. Devin Booker, I'm not too worried about. Although I will say that I think Devin Booker needs to prove that he is a top 10 player in this league and is a MVP candidate. I think that that's what he needs to prove this year. And that's asking a lot for our best player, for our franchise player, for the guy that has been with this team through the dark days. You know what I mean? I need to take another sip of my beer. Do me a huge favor, you guys. Just destroy that like button. Just destroy it. Just smash it and share this stream. Do me a favor and share this morning stream too. That would really help me out. Again, at the end of the day, the best way to keep supporting is to keep watching me. We got lots more to talk about. Don't go anywhere. Let me take a sip of my beer. All right. You guys are funny, man. A burner account says motivation. DA had that issue last year. Exactly. And the whole offseason situation didn't help much. Purpose. The Suns are still trying to figure it out. That's why I don't want to point the finger all on Deandre Ayton, because I feel like as a team, we are still trying to figure it out. And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. But I think the bench, I'm watching the highlights right now on the replay because they're showing on NBA TV, but I just feel like something is not right. And we're going to see what the media is saying. We're going to do all that in a little bit. So we're probably going to be here for close to a couple hours, you guys. But that's because I went live for like 30 minutes earlier and did a little play-by-play of the last 4 minutes of this game. So let's continue on here. Anybody else I want to talk about? Dario Saric, 12 points, 8 minutes, 4 boards, 1 steal, did a lot of screen setting. He looked the same way he did in Eurobasket. And I watched a lot, if not all of those games. And I watched nearly every Dario possession. He looked good. That's all I got to say. He looked good. I mean, he wasn't out there long, but he looked fine to me. We'll have to see. Hopefully he's consistent. I mean, 12 points ain't bad. Tory Craig. Tory Craig's not going to show up on the stat sheet, although he did finish with 6 points and 7 boards. But I thought that Tory Craig's energy and effort was something that really stood out tonight. It was just a lot of hustle and rebounding and just being in the right place at the right time, you know. Hopefully that's a Tory Craig that we can see, because I said this a lot in last year's playoffs. I was like, I didn't even know Tory Craig was on the court. And tonight he looked really good. Let's see. Backcourt highlights. I don't know if you're watching an old stream or from a few minutes ago, but I'm probably, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, anybody else I want to talk about? I already talked about Jock Landale. Damian Lee somehow had 14 points. I don't even remember Damian Lee scoring the ball, although there was a couple of plays, like I mentioned, when he would answer a 3 to the Lakers 3. Damian Lee really needs to work on his defense. There were a lot of times where I saw him, like, players blow by him. Excuse me. I think he needs to become a better defender, in my personal opinion. But he was okay. I can't believe he had 14 points now. I didn't even notice that. He had 7 boards, 2 assists. What happened? I must have. Oh, wait. Am I reading the right numbers? Yeah, Damian Lee. 14 points, 6 boards. I didn't even see that, to be honest. I think I was so focused on everybody else. How have I gone almost an hour into this live stream and barely talked about Landry Shamet? Real quick, just one comment. Craig offensive rebound was a blessing tonight. Dirt work is underrated. Exactly. That's what we need more of. I did not mean to pull that up. If the Suns are going to continue to struggle, we need guys like Tory Craig that are going to we need guys like Tory Craig that are going to continue to do the dirty work, not show up on the stat sheet, do the tough plays and all that. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh, stupid bots. Anyways. So, we got a tweet from Adrian Wojnarowski. Oh, okay. Anyways, LeBron James used his post press conference in Vegas to address NBA Commissioner Adam Silver directly during one answer, saying he wants to own the team in Vegas if and when the league expands to the Sin City. Interesting. LeBron James owning a Las Vegas team? And you know everybody's going to be saying, well, what about Seattle? Which I don't know. That's a subject for another time. I don't have enough of an opinion to talk about that. Let's get back to Landry Shamet. That's more important right now. Landry Shamet tonight, 28 minutes, 21 points, 5 3-pointers made, 2 rebounds and 2 assists. He had that look on his face too, where he just looked focused. Now, I kind of wanted to do a separate video about it, but I read a report, and I didn't really read like the full story, but I read a report that was like, he got in touch with like his dad, I think, and like some old family members, and it really helped him like focused again. He had a really rough year last year. He even admitted to that. And hopefully he's more focused now. Hopefully this game unlocked the Landry Shamet that we all want to see, because he just was on fire tonight, man. And again, he led that charge from the bench, which eventually led to this lead. Shout out to Lindsay. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Why did you hide it? I was about to write down the information from the bots. You guys are funny, man. Oh man, you guys are funny. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see. Yeah, so I mean, SD Beast 19 says, I just hope Shamet does what he did tonight throughout the season. Exactly. Like Landry Shamet should be one of the first guys off the bench, and he should have a consistent 3-point percentage and be knocking down 3-point shots consistently, because then that unlocks everything else. Because I know that Landry Shamet can bring you good minutes every once in a while. Maybe be a better playmaker, be a better defender. Just give the Suns team better minutes. Like you don't even got to show up at the stat, like on the stats. I can't talk. You don't even got to show up on the stat sheet every single night, Landry Shamet. Just make some damn threes, play some good defense, and move the ball around, man. Like that's how I look at it. I don't know. Let me know what you guys thought about Landry Shamet tonight, because he was great. And without him, I don't think we win this game. Seriously, like he was on fire, man. And again, we're almost an hour in. We're going to talk a little bit about the Lakers. We're going to react to what the players said after the game, and then we'll talk about whatever. If you guys have any NBA hot takes or any Phoenix Suns hot takes or anything you want to discuss, anything you want to ask, let me know. We will get to that in a minute. I'm going to take a sip of my beer. Hulk, smash that like button. Share this stream, you guys. We got over 50 people in here, and I appreciate it because I know that there's a lot of Suns content creators who are probably live right now. And the fact that you guys are watching me ramble and complain and give my honest thoughts, I appreciate you. So cheers to you guys. All right. So here's the part where you guys have all been dreading. Let's talk about the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I didn't know much about Austin Reeves. Like I knew who he was. Like I knew he was an NBA player. But man, Austin Reeves earned my respect tonight, you guys. He had like 5 or 6 assists in the first half, and his passes were nice and they were on point. And he got the ball to LeBron James where he needed it to be. He got his guys the ball. There was one play where I don't remember if it was Dario or maybe Deandre or Mikhail, but he got the rebound over somebody, and I think that led to a LeBron 3. Like this was the Austin Reeves game. Like I don't know Austin Reeves' college career. I don't know where he came from. This had to been one of the best games he's ever played. And again, on the stat sheet, he's really not going to stand out. 36 minutes, but he had 6 points, 9 assists, 3 steals, 2 swats, and 7 boards. Like that's a solid game, man. That's the kind of game that we should be getting from like a Tory Craig, for example, or a Dario Sarge or a Landry Shamet, maybe with a few 3-pointers sprinkled in there. You know what I mean? Like if Austin Reeves would have played that full game, man, he surprised me. And I'm telling you, those passes were nice. Shout out to my brother who's in here right now. It says, "Let's go Suns." Appreciate you watching, Chris. Excuse me. But yeah, Austin Reeves is great. LeBron James was great. I kind of wanted to mention this earlier in my notes, but I didn't get enough of an opportunity because Mikal Bridges got into foul trouble and Cam Johnson got injured, which I hope he's okay, by the way. It seemed like for a few minutes they were kind of switching on LeBron. Like Mikal would be on him or Cam would be on him, and then when the screen would be set, they would switch. I liked that because I was really curious who was going to guard, Anthony Davis tonight. But then he was a late scratch, which was stupid, by the way. I really wanted Anthony Davis to play in this game for a lot of reasons. Because one, Anthony Davis looked really good in the game last night against the Kings. And two, I would have loved to see what our Suns could have done against Anthony Davis. But either way, LeBron was still out there. You can't stop LeBron. Didn't matter who you put on him. It didn't matter if it was the ghost of Jay Crowder or Cam Johnson or Mikal Bridges or DeAndre. It didn't matter. LeBron did whatever he wanted tonight. He was LeBron. I mean, he had that logo 3. Finished the game 17 minutes, 23 points, 4 assists, 3 threes made. LeBron was LeBron. He was great. Shot chucker, I 100% agree with you. The zone defense was awful. I didn't like the zone defense, man. I noticed it early and I was like, this is not working. And at the very, very start of the stream, after the little play-by-play that we did, I mentioned that and I put the video on my Twitter. Go follow me on Twitter, you guys. I'm telling you. There was one play where the Suns were in a zone defense and LeBron was like a decoy, just kind of walked up to like the free throw line. The Suns didn't know what was going on. Kendrick Nunn stepped back for the corner three, drained it. Damian Lee left him wide open. I was like, what happened there, man? I hated the zone defense tonight. I hope they don't do that. What do I know? I don't know. I will say it sucks that AD has to play extremely cautious with his glass like bones. By the way, the excuse that the Lakers gave for the Anthony Davis injury was kind of weird. Anthony Davis is a late scratch for tonight because of tightness in his lower back. They are resting him out of an abundance of concern with the team having 3 games in 4 days. And I understand that, but like, come on, man. Like, and I kind of low key knew. I was like, they played last night against the Kings. They have to fly to Las Vegas. Are they going to rest Anthony Davis? But, quote, they are resting him out of an abundance of concern. Anthony Davis is going to go down as one of the, like, he is a great player, but he's going to go down as one of the greatest, like, what ifs in basketball history. Because a 90% Anthony Davis is one of the best power forwards of all time. And when he's healthy, he's great. Even though it's preseason, go check out those Kings highlights like last night. He was great. He looked good. I talked about it this morning during the live show. But he was great, man. And I think he's one of the biggest what ifs in NBA history because it just seems like he's never healthy. Russell Westbrook, on paper, didn't have the best game. 12 points, 6 boards, 3 assists, 4 turnovers, 4 for 12 from the field. I thought Russell Westbrook was okay, though. Maybe I'm a Russell Westbrook fanboy, and I am. I thought his jump shot looked good. I thought he was aggressive for the most part. A little cocky here and there. Like, there was one play where, like, I think he, like, got the blow by. He made a nice pass. I want to say to Damian Jones, who, like, ended up missing the dunk. And he, like, did something like this. Like, I was like, come on, Russell Westbrook. But he's just having fun with the game. I love Russell Westbrook, man. I'm not going to lie. So I thought he was okay despite what his stats said. And then again, I already talked about Austin Reeves. I can't even really name you guys half the Lakers roster. Kendrick Nunn is somebody, though. 19 minutes, 8 for 13 from the field, 21 points. He looked really good. We kind of talked about Scottie Pippen Jr. a little bit during the play-by-play. And that's really it for the Lakers. But I will say this. We will look at the actual team stats, though. Some interesting numbers here. Suns shot 38% from the field tonight. And at halftime, they were shooting 38%. Probably not a good thing. Another miserable night from 3, kind of from both teams. 33% from the Suns, 31% from the Lakers. But at least the Suns actually made some threes tonight. You guys know what I mean. Like, they actually made their shots. Sorry, guys. I'm just reading a couple comments here. But again, it just actually looked like they were going in, which was good. Suns were great from the free throw line tonight, 82%. Suns won the rebounding battle, 57-49. The Lakers had 25 assists compared to the Suns' 22, but the Suns did finish the game with 12 turnovers. Surprisingly, though, the Lakers had 18 turnovers. That was a stat that I mentioned at halftime, was the Lakers' assist-to-turnover ratio was much better than ours was at halftime. And Let me see. Points in the paint, 42-42. The Suns had 30,000 this game compared to the Lakers 27. So that's it, at least for the numbers. Excuse me. So what we'll do now, and again, I wish I could get to every single comment. I'm trying to catch up with the chat and everything. I'm kind of just reading the comments that stand out the most. Lindsay says beer burps. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. The beer gets to me, man. Let me see. Yeah, okay. So let's see what the media is saying. Let's see what the players are saying after the game. Let me just pull it up real quick. Let me see if there's any videos or any quotes and notes. By the way, this morning we had a really good kind of a new segment that I'm introducing on this channel called Quotes and Notes. And I'm sort of going to do a version of that right now. Wow, did the media not speak to the players after? Because I'm not seeing nothing. Maybe I'm wrong here though. Hold on, let me see. Let me refresh and we'll get going here. Maybe what's going on here, you guys? Am I in the Twilight Zone? I can't find anything. Okay, I guess the media didn't speak. Hold on, am I tripping here? I'm literally trying to go to anything that the Suns players and all them said after the game. Wow. Okay, never mind. No quotes and notes for this show. I mean, I thought there would be at least like some kind of a post game interview. I don't know. Never mind. Interesting. Cool. Ben says they only talk to the Lakers. Probably because I went to some of the local media and nothing was posted. So I don't know what happened there. Interesting. Cool. Well, if there's anything else you guys would like to talk about, we can talk about whatever you guys would like to, because I feel like I've said everything I need to say. I will say this though, you guys, I kind of want to rewatch the highlights for this game. I kind of want to just put that Adelaide 36ers game in the back of my head. I'm not going to, I would have done videos by now is what I'm saying. But this game, I definitely want to look at the tape. Let me take a sip of my drink here. My voice is scratchy. I want to rewatch the game. I want to look at the highlights. I want to look at the numbers a little bit closely. And I've entered the Twilight Zone. I can't believe that they didn't talk to the media or anything. Let's see. Suns Geek was caught streaming under the influence. I don't know. I was trying to see what I'm telling you. Go to this morning show. We had quotes, we had notes, we reacted to something that Monty Williams said. I thought there was going to be something, and that was not the case right now. So, but anyways, more pre-game live shows will be coming. More post-game live shows. And again, you guys, you already know the drill here. If it has to deal with the Phoenix Suns, I'm going to make a video about it. If you guys got any last minute comments, any questions, any hot takes, we had some really good conversations this morning, and I would really like to hear from you guys. Again, maybe I missed it in the chat. Let me know what you thought of Chris Paul on defense. Let me know if I'm overreacting to Deandre Ayton's bad game. Let me know what you thought of Jock Landale. Let me know. Put a good sentence in the chat right now about the Phoenix Suns. Put a good headline or narrative or whatever you want about the Phoenix Suns in the chat right now, and I'll read it. If you guys got any NBA related questions, let me know. We can maybe look at the rest of the preseason schedule, and I'm going to take a sip of my beer. So I don't know why. I just feel like that's weird. I can't find nothing from what did the Suns did they close their doors and not talk to the media? That's weird, man. Or is the press conference held off for some reason? I don't know. That's weird, man. Ayton is Butterfingers. Yep. A little bit. His hands look good in the Adelaide game, but this game, I could tell that I made a bad joke a long time ago. I was like, man, Deandre Ayton needs to work with Larry Fitzgerald on his hands, man. Jock rocked. Yes, he was great tonight. Ayton can't handle the pressure. Suns are going 82-0. Have you heard anything about Skylar Diggins-Smith coming back to the broadcast team? No, Lindsay, but I will say this. She is great. She is great at breaking down the X's and O's. She loves the Suns. She loves the Mercury. She's great on the microphone. After her WNBA career, she should seriously get into broadcasting. She is great. Or coaching. I'm serious. She is awesome. I love her back in the broadcast. Hopefully she stays with the Mercury too. Suns have sorry, I can't read. I got to burp again. The Phoenix Suns have potential. They need to lock in and make some moves. Question mark. Carmelo Anthony in a Suns jersey. We talked about that this morning, and I actually want to kind of clip that into a short answer here. I would love Carmelo Anthony on the Suns. I would love Melo to sign for the right price. I just don't know what his price is, but he can get you some points off the bench, and he brings that veteran experience. I would love Carmelo Anthony on the Suns. The NBA deleted this game. They didn't want the Suns to win. Exactly. Let's see. AJ says your Suns fan skit versus the 36ers was funny. Thank you, man. There was some things I wanted to add in there, but I was short on time. I should have done it on a day where I had more time, but you guys know how YouTube works. You got to like pump that shit out. And the next one will be better, but I thought that was pretty good. And I thought the thumbnail was great. I actually waited a few hours to put out that video so I could retake the thumbnail and make it as best as I possibly could. These bots, man, are way too much. Yeah, that's weird. I believe there was a delay in the media. I looked it up, and as of right now, they're barely interviewing the Lakers. What happened, man? Like, I know LeBron was out there talking, but like, what is going on here? Hey, we got a super chat here with a mean comment, but we got a super chat here. How does it feel going for such a pathetic team? Well, you know what, Infinity Westbrook, I appreciate you donating to my channel. Totally didn't have to do that. You know what, man? Take a step back for a minute. Get off your high horse for a minute. The Phoenix Suns have had like the best regular season record for the last 2 seasons. And yes, we got embarrassed in the playoffs, but we won 64 games last year. It could be a lot worse, okay? But I appreciate you watching and I appreciate the super chat. By the way, you guys totally don't have to, but if you want to, leave a super chat, click the super chat button somewhere on the screen, donate some money that will help me, keep the lights on, if you will, and make these live streams hopefully better. Hopefully I can get a better webcam that doesn't blur everything out in the background. And yeah. Melo and CP3, they will wheelchair them to games. We still have the traded player. What's the MLE again? I'm totally blanking out on this. Mid-level exception. There we go. Yeah, the Suns could still do something. I just think it has to be for the right price. Like I was asked this morning, like, what do you think about Jordan Clarkson coming to the Suns for the right price? And I'm sorry, Suns fans, I hate to say this, as much as I would love him on the team. And I don't mean to sound like a hater. I'm not trying to sound negative here. I'm just spitting the facts. We're not getting Jared Vanderbilt. We're just not. Not a scenario that I can see. He's a great player. I've made a video about him on this channel. I know that I think it's the Timeline podcast. They did a video a long time ago about him. The Jazz, even though they're tanking and they're rebuilding, he fits their timeline. So unless something crazy happens, we're not getting Jared Vanderbilt. Who knows if we're even going to get Jordan Clarkson? Let's be real. I think Dave King from Bright Side of the Sun said something, and again, I didn't really read the full article earlier, but he said something interesting earlier. He wrote a nice piece. I think I kind of skimmed through it a little bit, but this was actually tweeted out, and I thought it was interesting. Let me get to it real quick. Where was it? I retweeted it. It was about Jay Crowder too. Where did I put it? I can't ever find anything I ever need when I need it, because that's how live streams work. Sorry, I was reading something funny from earlier. Well, it was something about the Jake. I'm sorry, guys. I'm losing my train of thought. I'm losing on what I'm trying to find here. I don't know. But it was something about Jay Crowder and how like they would have made a trade already, and players like Jordan Clarkson and Jared Vanderbilt, for example, I just right now don't see it. Maybe once I gather my thoughts and try and find what I'm actually trying to look for, maybe we can get to it. I swear I can't ever find anything I need when I need it, man. Let's just go to Dave King's Twitter. He'll have it. Oh, smart. I would have done that like 5 seconds ago. Here we go. And you know what? I'm going to share my screen. You guys can check this out. So Dave King wrote a piece. And again, I kind of skimmed through the piece. Maybe I should have actually read it like a smart person. But reading is hard. But this was an interesting takeaway. So you guys can see my screen here. I'll pull it up so you guys can read it a little better. And I like how this was worded. I find it unlikely that the Suns can trade Crowder for a better player, or they would have traded him by now. Re-signing Crowder to an extension and bringing him back onto the team makes them better in 2022-23 and still gives them a trade option in the future. Let me read that last part to you guys. Can you guys see what I'm reading here? And still gives them a trade option in the future. Now, I think it's extremely unlikely that that happens, but that's actually a good point. It would be like a miracle if Jay Crowder came back to this team, because Lord knows we need him right now. Funny how that works out. But I don't see a scenario right now where Jay Crowder comes back. And I don't know who we would trade him for. Maybe you got to kind of cut your losses and just get whoever you can get, or get like a second rounder. You guys know what I mean? Am I talking crazy here? I really wanted to share that with you guys. I don't know. I need to take a sip of my beer and we'll keep going here. I'm going to top this off because we're like right here. Cheers to you guys. Cheers to you guys being here. Appreciate you. All right, let me see. React to my super chat. What are you talking about? Abraham says, what a shocker. I just realized you aren't wearing a Suns hat today. Guess it's opposite day. You know what? Today is Chucky Day. Even though the day's over, today was the season premiere of season 2 of the Chucky TV series, which I highly recommend. If you're even just a little bit into horror and like that whole franchise, the Child's Play Chucky franchise, I really recommend season 1. And again, I haven't seen the first episode of season 2, but I highly recommend it. Yeah, David, thank you. I was like, did my computer show you guys what I was looking at? I don't know. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm a one-man show here. I'm working with one computer, a screen here, microphones and cord. It gets crazy over here, you guys. I'm sorry. Please forgive me in my sins. Let me see. Just trying to look at any comments we're missing here. Yeah, backcourt highlights. Geek, did you hear about Draymond punching Poole in the face at practice? Yeah, I tweeted that out, actually. I have an athletic subscription. I feel like important for saying that because usually subscriptions and paywalls are kind of pricey, but they had a really good deal going on, so I paid for it. Because occasionally they come up with some really good Suns content. And sometimes it's good to have like that extra access to the NBA. But yeah, I tweeted all about it. And from what I know about Draymond, which, by the way, and I sound crazy for saying this, especially in the recent events that just took place. I think Draymond is actually a very smart guy. And I know that Suns fans hate him for the most part because what he said about Devin Booker a long time ago. But I think he's a very smart guy. And for what I know, he's going to like bitch you out in practice. Like that's just how it is. Like that's the standard. And to my knowledge, him and Jordan Poole have had like a history of like bickering at each other and like fighting and everything. So I guess this was coming, but it is a little like that doesn't happen every day. Like, could you imagine if like Booker and Ayton did that? The Suns Twitter would explode. And the media would react worse than they're going to react with the Warriors. And let's be real, tomorrow we're going to be hearing all about it. Draymond Green, chemistry issues, Jordan Poole this, the Warriors that. Could you imagine if that was the Suns and that happened? It'd be 10 times worse. So I did hear about it. I tweeted about it. Follow me on Twitter, by the way, and you guys can see the ticker on the screen. Follow me on Instagram. I'm on TikTok as well. I'm not a TikTaker, but I am on TikTok for the extra content and everything. So appreciate you guys if you follow. All right. Appreciate you, Cody. I appreciate you being here, man. Cheers to Suns Geek, and that hat is awesome. Child's Play hat, exactly. Cody, you're one of the biggest horror fans, one of the biggest movies fans that I've ever met. He says, don't forget to roundhouse kick and Hulk smash that like button. Yes, we're almost an hour and 30 minutes in. We still got 57 people here. You guys are just rambling. You guys are just listening to me ramble on while I drink my beer. You guys are awesome, man. So let me check one more thing. And if they're not going to post anything, like if the media session's been delayed, then I think we can pretty much call it a day unless we get like a really good question or a really good topic, then I think we're pretty much done here, you guys. Like, I feel like I've said my piece with this game. We can talk a little Chucky stuff if you want. B-Dub says, Heidi ho. You're my friend till the end. I like to be hugged. That's my Chucky impression. Drink another beer. We want drunk Suns Geek rambling, says Lindsay. We'll do that soon. Maybe I'll actually like drink a couple of these and I'll just get drunk on the live stream. We'll just talk a bunch of shit and talk crazy. So, all right. I'm assuming the media is going to take a long time because they're not posting nothing. And usually it's like minutes after the game. So I'm not going to keep you guys here. I'm not going to waste your time. You guys got lives. You guys got things to do. So unless you guys ask me like a really good question or a subject, Burner, you're funny, man. Drunk Geek off that 40 ouncer. Let me know in the next like couple minutes if you guys got a question or a topic you want to talk about. But while we're waiting for that, let's talk about some Chucky. And you know what? I got to do it. I got to go grab my Chucky. Give me a minute. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second here, guys. Sorry. Oh, God, I'm dropping things. Ugh. All right. Here's my awesome Chucky doll that my dad was nice enough to buy my brother and I got to get his hair out of his way. The hair always gets in the... Yeah. Anyways, So I texted this to my guy Cody earlier, and Cody, I don't know if you're still watching, but I texted this to you earlier today. I was like, by the way, Chucky season 1 is still really good. A year later, it's still really good. There's some really solid episodes that tie into that franchise, and it's really good. So even if you're just a little bit into horror, you're like, yeah, I like the occasional horror movie every once in a while. Check out the Chucky TV series. You can stream it on certain streaming services. YouTube, I think, has all the episodes probably for like $2.99. And it's on Sci-Fi and on the USA Network. Sawbuck says, why would you own a Chucky doll? Do you sleep with one eye open? Yeah, he's literally like, my bed is right in front of me and Chucky's like right over here. Let's see. You guys are funny, man. Draymond never stops jawing. Yeah. That's kind of why I mentioned that earlier. I'm like, Klay Thompson even said that. He said, like, if you can't get bitched at by Draymond, like, you can't be on this team. But there is like a certain level where that should not be the case. And props to Jordan Poole, man. Props to him for probably stepping up and doing whatever he did and having that altercation and everything. Mark Cooper says, do you have an opinion about the new Suns owner? Lauren Jobs would be a great choice. I hope I read that right. Because she is a partner with the Wizards and is highly respected. I don't have enough of an opinion on this. I've read some things, like I've seen the whole Shaq wants to team up with Jeff Bezos and Shaq dropped it, whatever that story is. And I've seen the whole, like, what's his name? I can't pronounce his name right now. The guy that basically said that he wants Sarver out and he personally removed himself from my name. The name is not coming to me right now. There's a lot of solid owners right there, but I want to read you guys a little section that he wrote here. Is highly respected. We need to get an owner that is highly respected, that is a good person, that cares about basketball, that is willing to spend the money on his team, like Steve Ballmer, for example. An owner that actually gives a crap about the team. Thank you. Jaham Najafi. I hope I pronounced that name right. Thank you. Jones since 80. Jaham Najafi, from before this, I mean, like, as the Sarver story was first like brought into light, he like publicly removed himself from Sarver. And he said some great things when the story broke about Sarver being suspended and all that. And he basically said, like this should not be allowed. And the owners need to do a vote. We cannot let this happen. And Sarver needs to be out, pretty much. I've made tons of videos about this, multiple live streams. Go check it out. It's on the channel. I think he'd be a great owner. I don't know if he wants to buy the team. And by the way, I don't think it's going to be a single person buying the team. There's going to be probably lots of people, but one person is going to own most of the stocks of the Suns. And by the way, Robert Sarver does not deserve a penny of this. He does not deserve a penny. That's all I got to say. And I hope that he burns in hell. Anyways. Let's see if we are missing any good questions here. You guys like how I'm like still holding my Chucky doll throughout all this? A burner Suns Geek. The doll just blinked. Ooh, speaking of Chucky, I tweeted this out earlier. I think I did, or I was going to. There's a great scene in episode 6 where Andy Barkley from the very first Chucky movies is with Kyle. Spoiler alert here. If you haven't seen season 1, go check it out. It's a great freaking scene where they like go to this one house and they're interviewing these people. They end up getting this Chucky doll killed. And it's a great shot where they're just like, go check it out. Go watch Chucky right now, man. I could talk about this all day. I like how I'm still like holding my Chucky doll. Makes me feel safe and secure. And Chucky's a Suns fan too. All right. he has to stare at this wall all day. And yeah, I'm sorry. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore, guys. Let's get some more questions. Gilbert R. Below, I hope I said your name right. Gilbert Arenas says Jock can play with Ayton for floor spacing. I hope I read that right. Am I tripping right now? By the way, we've been live for over an hour and 30 minutes, and I'm losing my mind. Jock can play with Ayton for floor spacing. I hope Jock gets more minutes. I hope that Monty takes advantage of what Jock has shown us in preseason so far and plays him throughout the regular season. Here we go. Opinions on Devin Booker being named the best shooting guard by NBA GMs, and the Suns are picked to finish up to third in the West. Excuse me. I hope worst case scenario, I hope that we are the third seed. Bearing any injury, God forbid, NBA gods, please forbid any injuries. Even if we're just like 90% healthy, I hope that we are the third seed. I don't think that the Suns care. Sorry, I gotta get to this comment. Imagine being a new viewer and this is the first stream you see out of context, right? I just hope that we're a third seed. Win as many games as possible. Be consistent in those games. No nights off. I can make a whole live stream about the very, very high expectations I have for the Phoenix Suns this year. And I don't want to put unrealistic expectations on them. I like how I'm still holding this Chucky doll and talking about the Suns. You guys know what I mean, though? Win consistently. Be consistent. Improve each and every single game. Advance further in the playoffs. At this point, it is literally championship or bust after the embarrassment of the playoffs last year. Manuel says, my sister owns the Chucky doll too, and she's 40 years old. Well, your sister is a good person if she owns the Chucky doll, because I own a Chucky doll. Let's see. Highly praised, check. Respected, checked. Billionaire, check. Loves the team, check. Wants to win, check. Geek to buy the Suns, confirmed. You're funny, man. I need to get you on the channel one day, Burner, because your comments are fucking hilarious, man. You should buy a jersey. You should buy a jersey for him and keep him behind you for the whole season. Yeah, I mean, I could probably put Chucky up like right there somewhere. Put him in a Suns jersey. That'd be pretty cool. Who says a grown man can't play with dolls? All right, you guys. I think that's it. I mean, I'll check the media thing one more time. And if they're not posting nothing, then it's a lot. Yeah, they're not posting nothing. And it sucks because I kind of wanted to do another edition of like quotes and notes like I did this morning. I thought that was a really good segment. And so I guess in short, stay tuned. I got more stuff coming for you guys. The Suns don't play till what, Sunday? The 10th? I don't know. They don't play for a while. So stay tuned. Gonna have some clips from these past live streams that I really want to upload and talk about more. And then I'll probably come up with some good video ideas. You guys know me. So at the end of the day, the best way to keep supporting this channel, you guys, is to subscribe. I encourage you guys to subscribe. I'm probably going to do a pregame show before the Nuggets game. I wasn't really planning to, but I feel like there's a lot to talk about. I'm curious what's going to happen in practice. They're probably not going to practice tomorrow, but like the next day or in a couple of days from now. So I'm really curious to see what happens then. And Curious to see what Monty Williams has to say. Maybe DeAndre Ayton will actually speak to the media, and we'll see. So stay tuned. I encourage you guys to subscribe. As my guy Philly Take with RB once said, like, if you want to know about the 12th man of the roster, oh geez, sorry, I'm trying to block the bots. If you want to know about the 12th man of the roster, this is the channel for you. Suns content all season long, live streams, pregame shows, videos, shorts, everything Phoenix Suns, skits. You guys are going to get a different kind of Phoenix Suns content here. So appreciate you guys watching. Thank you guys for listening to me ramble on for over an hour and 36 minutes. And a burner account says, these bots are a sign for me. Please don't click the bots links. Don't fall into that trap, man. So I'm out of here, you guys. I've been rambling on too long. I've been going live for too long. And I love how Chucky sat here throughout like half the show with us. I'm serious, you guys. Go check out that Chucky TV series. Go watch the first couple episodes. Let me know if it's for you. Tweet me at Suns Geek. If you're already past the first season, let me know what you think of the second season so far. So, yeah, as David says, we'll see you Monday. We will see you guys Monday. Probably before that, you're going to get some videos. You're going to get a pregame show. Lots more to talk about. My mind is mush right now. I'm just like, I think I've said my piece for this game, though. So I'm out of here. Do me a huge favor, you guys. Hulk smash that like button. Please subscribe. And if you don't subscribe, just continue to watch. That's the best way to support me at the end of the day. I love you guys. Subscribe for the best Phoenix Suns content on YouTube. You heard it right. The best Suns content on YouTube. Suns Geek. Subscribe. Hulk smash that like button. God bless you guys. Be good to people out there. And I love you guys. And I am out of here. Peace.